Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. We're going to go ahead and get started with our calendar today. What is our month? Let's say all these letters together. A, P, R, I, L. Spells April, and that's our month. Let's sing our month song. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. 12 months are in a year. Great job. On to our calendar. Let's count these days to see what today's date is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And what two numbers make up the 15? Can you remind me? The 1 and the 5. And what color will our umbrella be over here on the calendar? Green. Today is Wednesday, April 15th. Let's sing our Days of the Week song. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Domingo, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado. Hay 7 días, hay 7 días, hay 7 días en la semana. Beautiful job. Now it's time for our weather. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? Is it sunny? Is it rainy? Is it cloudy out today? Look out your window. I know I was shocked when I looked out my window and saw what the weather was like this morning. What do you see out there? Let's first talk about the sky. What's in the sky? Clouds. There are lots of clouds in the sky. It is gray and white up there. So let's put our clouds up here. What did we get over the night that is stuck to the ground, that's white and cold? What did we get last night? Snow! There is snow outside. I was so shocked. I was very, very surprised, but there's snow out there on the ground. So how does it feel? How does it feel? Cold. It is very, very chilly. So our panda is still wearing his winter jacket. There we go. One thing we're going to do before we get started with our book today is we have to water our plant. Remember our plant that we are starting to grow? Let's check and see if there's any growth in there. Do you see anything growing in the jar yet? No, nothing's growing yet. But what do we need to do to help it grow? What does our plant need? Water. So let's pour some water in here together. So the soil will soak it in, and then it's going to help our plant grow. And I'm going to put this by the window, and hopefully maybe the sun will show up today to help it start to grow. Today, we are going to read the book called Big Scary Monster. What letter does monster start with? Monster. It starts with the letter M. M for monster. On top of a mountain, not very far from here, there once lived a big, scary monster. This monster was bigger and scarier than other creatures, and he knew it. Does he look scary? I think he looks cute. He's got a nice little smile on his face, and he's nice and fluffy, but they say he's scary. Let's find out why. All the other little creatures that lived on the mountain spent their days playing happily together amongst the rocks and the small plants. But the big scary monster was never far away. Suddenly, when they least expected it, what do you think he's going to do? Let's find out. Boo! As time went by, the little creatures learned to hide from the big scary monster. Soon he got bored because he couldn't find anybody to scare. One day he scooted at the top of the mountain and he looked down onto the valley. He saw many creatures playing happily in the valley below. I'll go down there and scare them, he said to himself. So off he went down the mountain. But as soon as he walked, something strange happened. What do you think's gonna happen? The farther and farther he got, the larger things appeared around him. The small rocks became big rocks. The small plants became big plants. And the little creatures that seemed to be small from the top of the mountain were actually very, very big. There he is down there, and there the animals are. The big scary monster had never felt so small and scared in his life. I wish I was back on top of the mountain with the little creatures and the small rocks and small plants, thought the big monster. He found a big rock that he could hide behind. Then suddenly, when he least expected it, he thinks that's a rock. I don't think it's a rock. What is that? Look at the tail and the ears. What is that? A bunny? It's a bunny. Boo! Back up the mountain ran the scary big monster. The big plants became small plants. The big rocks became small rocks. And the little creatures were nowhere to be found. The big scary monster felt so alone that he sat down and started to cry. Aw, that's sad. Then suddenly, when he least expected it, boo! All the monsters scared him. The big scary monster was so pleased to see the little creatures that he forgot all about being big and scary. From that day forward, everyone became friends and everyone played happily together at the top of the mountain. Can you guess what their favorite game was? What do you think their favorite game was? Boo! Maybe scaring each other? That was a fun book. I enjoyed that. One thing I want to talk about is the letter M. M for monster. In my hands, I have some pictures, and we're going to talk about them because they also start with the letter M. What is that? Milk starts with M. How about this? Mouse starts with M. Muffin starts with M. Do you know what this is? Magnet starts with M. You might have these on your fridge. Sometimes we put them on our board behind me. A magnet. What about this? Mailbox starts with M for our mail. What about those? You might need them today with that snow on the ground. Mittens. Last one. You know what this is? You wear it to hide who you are. Sometimes superheroes wear them. It's a mask. Mask also starts with the letter M. So today, on my whiteboard, I have something behind us that continues our learning about monsters. This is our monster match. We are going to be matching all of these monsters. Let's see if I can get the glare off of it. All of these monsters based on their shadows over here. So on one side, we have our monsters, and on the other are the shadows. I need your help to help me describe what they look like so we can find their correct shadow. Let's start with this little guy up here. Let's describe him. What does he look like? His legs remind me of an octopus. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need a shadow with 6 legs. And his ears stick out from the side. His head is round. Can you find a shadow that looks like that? How about this one? No. How about that one? Yeah, that's a match. Let's do this guy. Describe him for me. He has 2 arms, 2 legs, and a horn on top of his head. Where is his shadow? Is it this one? Looks like he has a horn. No. It's this one. Let's do this fellow. What's the shape of his body? A circle. And what does it look like is up here? Reminds me of something you use to fly. Wings. So let's find a monster's shadow that is a circle with wings. Do you see it? Down here. Okay, which one should we do next? Let's do this guy. I like him. How many eyes does he have? 3. How silly. And what's on top of his head? Horns. He has 2 arms and 2 legs and some hair on top of his head. So where's his match? Really look at those arms. His arms are different. One's up and one's down. There's his match. Let's do another one. How about this guy? He looks fun. His eyes are on top of his head. And his body kind of reminds me of a snail. He's right there. How about this little fellow? He has 1 tooth, 2 arms, 2 legs, and horns, but his body is kind of like a rectangle or an oval on its side. His match is up there. We've got a couple more. Let's keep going. How about this guy? 2 horns, 2 ears, 2 arms, and 2 legs. He has lots of body parts to find. Let's find his match. Does he match here? No, I don't see those ears. He matches there. What about this little fella? He doesn't have any arms or any legs. The bottom of his body is wavy and he has 2 antennas. His match is here. What about this one? His face makes me laugh. He has legs like an octopus. And what's on his head? Antennas. His match is down here. 3 more. What about this guy? He has hair on his head and his ears and arms and legs. Is that his match? No, I think it's this one. Last two. What does he have? Wings and arms and legs. I like his little smile. He looks happy today. There's his match. And our last one. He's so happy. His arms are up and he has 2 legs and he has wings. He reminds me of a Hershey Kiss. And there's his match. Great job, everybody. Thanks so much for helping me match all of our monsters. A fun activity that I have for you to do at home today is make a monster puppet. I took a gift bag that I had in my basement and I turned mine into a monster puppet. So as I walk around my house, I can use my monster puppet to talk, hello, and have conversations, or maybe pretend to scare people and play hide and go seek in my house and say boop with my puppet. Parents, you can use a gift bag, or if you have a brown paper bag for lunch, that would be a better option too. And I painted my whole bag. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.